What's going on, guys? Mickey bringing you back another video. We're going to be ranking every power-up in Call of Duty Treyarch Zombies. There are many power-ups in the game, but however, we are only going to look at the 11 main ones. That's kind of a loose definition, but I'll give you an example. Widow's Wine Nades, we're not going to be counting those. Garth modules from Grod Krovi, we're not going to be counting those. The C's from Zetsubo, not a chance. We're going over the bonus power-ups like Insta-Kill, and the double points, and the bigger ones. Not talking about those obscure ones that are technically drops, but listen guys, I was thinking about making a video for worst to best guns in BO3, but that would take a tremendous amount of time because there are 30 or so. So if we hit 100 likes on this video, I know that's crazy to ask for, but if we hit that many likes, I put in the effort and time to make that video. I would literally take hours. But anyways, at number 11, this shouldn't even be counted as a power-up, but it is, and that is the Carpenter. Now this gives you 200 points and rebuilds all the barriers on the map, which in World at War, the maps were beneficial. The maps were much smaller and the zombies were much slower, so rebuilding barriers are actually beneficial. But here we are in BO3, where the zombies shred through the barriers in 10 seconds time span. Rebuilding the barriers is not only futile, but it actually slows the game down because the zombies have to get out of the barriers. So if you're training and you just want the game to speed up, you don't want to have these barriers constantly rebuilt, so they have to tear through them. Overall, pretty worthless. Sorry to shit on your life, Carpenter, but you literally serve no purpose anymore. Number 10, we have Blood Money, the power up that gives you a few extra 100 points, sometimes thousands, and it's mainly known for being on Origins, but it's on a few other BO3 maps. For example, Shadows of Evil. You can get them by opening up a pod. It gives you more points than a Carpenter, and it doesn't slow your game down. Number 9, we have the Nuke, the thing that blows up every zombie on the map. It's pretty awesome, and I like the effect of it, and on high rounds, it can be very relieving. There's no worse feeling than when you're on an early round trying to get up points, you knife a zombie, and a nuke shows up and you accidentally get it, and you're like, oh my god, really? Sure, I got 400 points, but I could have gotten a few thousand if those zombies were still alive. So it's really annoying, sometimes relieving, most of the time annoying. A nuke, although the concept is pretty cool, it's one of the worst ones. Number 8, we have Zombie Blood, the power-up that doesn't give you any points, but does disguise you from the zombies for 30 seconds, which is the most relieving thing ever, especially on Origins with all the panzers and the robots and the mud. It's really nice to get a few seconds to breathe. Nothing extraordinary, but certainly helpful. Number 7, we got Double Points. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. You get double points. This power-up is the best on earlier rounds, but on later rounds, it's completely useless because you may have so many thousands of points that it doesn't matter. But for setting up, it is great. When you're on earlier rounds, you're like, oh. And then you're on higher rounds, you're like, oh, not needed. But it gives you double points. Number 6, we have Bonfire Cell, which is exclusive to 5. Essentially what happens is you kill the Pentagon Thief before he even touches you, and you get a Bonfire Cell, which allows you to pack-a-punch your weapons for 1,000 points, which of course is much cheaper. There's nothing wrong with this one, but if you're at the point where you want to pack-a-punch your weapon, you likely have enough points anyway. I mean, sure, if you're on an earlier round and you have a shitty gun and you want to upgrade it for 1,000 points, it's pretty good, but otherwise it is a little bit unnecessary. 5, we have the Death Machine. There are 2 variations of it. The Black Ops 1 version is pretty disgustingly bad. It kills zombies up to about round 30. On Black Ops 3, however, you will be killing zombies with this thing efficiently until probably you crash your game. It has no limit, but if we're talking about BO3, you are absolutely shredding through these zombies without any effort whatsoever. It's very fun to use, and it's very effective, and it comes in at number 5. Number 4, we got Insta-Kill. You touch a zombie in any way, shape, or form, whether it be a bullet or a knife or even a grenade, it immediately dies. There isn't any scenario where this isn't helpful, but on earlier rounds you might want to avoid it just to get more points. This could be higher, but I feel like if you got a wonder weapon that serves infinite damage, an Insta-Kill really isn't all that helpful, but it's never bad. But again, in every scenario whether you have a wonder weapon or not, it's better to have it than to not. It's probably the most consistent power up, so it comes in at number 4. Number 3, we got Fire Cell, the power up that could technically get you the wonder weapon on the map for only 10 points. So when you spin the box, it's usually 950 points. But you know, when the Fire Cell is active, it's only 10 points. So instead of spending 5 grand on a gun, you can only be spending 50 points. So maybe on a map where there is isn't a wonder weapon in the box, it isn't amazing, but if the wonder weapon is in the box, then you're going to have a fun game if you get a fire sale or two. It's the best way to set up fast and easy, and it comes in at number 3. Number 2, we got the perk bottle. You grab this and you get a random perk on the map if you don't already have it. So for instance, on Buried, when you kill the witches, you get a perk bottle, and it's, let's say you're running the 4th original perks and you get Vulture Raid as a bonus. The reason this comes in at number 2 is because getting a perk from a drop is much better than getting 30 seconds of some other ability, because it can last the whole game. So yeah, it's a free perk. I'd rather get something like double tap other than a temporary insta kill. You know what I mean. So in theory, I think it's just number 2. Now we're heading to the number 1 spot, the best power-up in Zombies history, hands down. It has to be the max ammo. It's helpful on any round, especially on the higher rounds when you're running low on ammo. After all, the way you kill the zombies is either ammunition, and max ammo has always got you covered. If you don't think this is number 1, just try to picture zombies without max ammo. You would have to be constantly trading out your weapons. So yeah, that is every power-up in Zombies ranked. Not everyone, but the main ones. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, be sure to drop a like. Again, 100 likes and I'll do the guns. Be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications, and I hope you have a great day.